Hey friends, joining me for episode 13, Merfolk Summoner of Wu. It's time to finally finish this thing. With all the big break in the middle, this run has been going for far too long. It ends now. It is time for a third rune. So this character is actually perfectly suited to do the Abyss. We have a whole bunch of stealth, close to 22 points of it. So it would be safest and wisest to go run around with that stealth, never be seen by anything, never fight anything, teleporting really early with that 16 scrolls of teleportation, and just never being in any danger. But that being the case, of course, I'll choose to do something else. I really like at least the idea of doing a giant heavenly storm here in Vaults 5. I think there's a song about that actually. Something about how heaven is a place in Vaults 5. Something like that. Anyway, so get a huge giant storm going, fight the whole floor at once in the middle. Maybe throw in some immolation scrolls or some crazy stuff like that, which is actually probably not a great idea seeing as we only have one pip of fire resistance. But I don't know. A Merfolk can dream. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Sounds way more fun. Plus, we get more chances of finding loot in there. We're still looking for the Captain's Cutlass, which would be absolutely on theme. And I still would absolutely love to find the Boots of the Assassin. I mean, we're sort of getting towards the end, so our chances of finding either of those are slim, but higher chances if we do Vaults 5 than if we go run around in Abyss. So, yeah. What are we training? Armor. Our armor is pathetic. Some fighting and some stealth. I should probably stop training armor. I think this is at the point where I worked out that we're not even getting any more benefit. Speaking of which, it occurred to me. Oh, hang on. A few things occurred to me. One, we don't need this uncursed ring of resist corrosion anymore because it's on our fairy dragon scales. But the other thing is that if we keep our ring... Oh, we picked up a ring of protection from magic at some point. I hadn't noticed, but we have 3 pips with our Hat of Bear Spirit, so I think we're all good. What was the other helmet that we found? RC plus, regen plus, strength -4, dex +8. That would give us 5 strength. That would be so weak. Wouldn't be the end of the world. The encumbrance rating on a fair dragon scales is only 5. But we still, it doesn't matter. This is all worthless. We're not going to wear a magic resistance ring anyway because these rings are really good. Anyway, the thing that occurred to me is that if we change to the shield of fire resistance, we could potentially take off our scarf of resistance and we could upgrade to a cloak. Now, there's a cloak of poison resistance in our game, so not only would we be able to get our poison, which we're currently lacking, the extra AC from the cloak would replace the AC that we'd lose from protection, but would also give us additional base AC that our armor skill that we're training would multiply. So let's... Whoa, oh boy. Hang on, let me remember. I think we'd have AC 9. So there's 5 on this. We'd have boots, gloves, and then a cloak. So we'd have... Wait. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's 6. Okay, it's not 5. I keep looking at the encumbrance rating. So we'd have AC plus 9. So every 2.44 we'd have an extra AC. Which would look like this. So it'd be 7.3, so we'd already be past that. So we could take it to 9.8. I'm quite tempted to do that. It means that... Oh no, we'd be fine. Okay, I was thinking if we did that, we wouldn't ever want to switch out of our RC ring because we wouldn't have any. But our RLEC ring, C Invis ring, also has RC on it. So I think I like this. We're losing some shield skill, but I think that's okay. I don't know. You don't see shields of fire resistance very often, so I'm a bit excited by it. Shield is in depths. Oh, we're ruining our look though, probably. Because that blue shield, yeah, went really well with our outfit. This red one does not at all. Although we have red boots. Oh, I guess this is acceptable. But I did like the blue one we had before. And I'm also after the cloak. Oh, this might add to our looks too. So let me not be too preemptive in saying our looks are ruined. It's green. It's not great. But I think I like this. So we have one pip of RF and one of RC. I might completely change my mind on this when we get to Zot. So that we can have more RF against Orbs of Fire. But at least for doing Vaults 5, I think we're going to go like this. And let's find the Enchant Armor Scrolls. We've got 2. So the first one we're going to put on our cloak because that's extra AC. And the second one we're going to start enchanting up our shield again. So what did we do? We gave away 3 points of shield to get slightly more AC out of our armor training. Hashtag worth. I don't know, whatever. We got our poison though. Why do we go through the transport? That really weirds me. It must be slightly more efficient to do that. Alright, and we're going to finally do Vaults 5. Oh god. Maxing out the stair. Is that the one closest to an upstair? Yep, so we should do this one, and let's open the door. Just in case we do have to stair pull and then run away, we can run up towards the stair. I'm going to eat, and for this one, we're going to buff up before we go down. So we want to do, I want to do haste last so it lasts longer. So we're going to go Agi, let's do a might. We're sort of saving those for Orbs of Fire, but I feel like Vaults 5 is also a decent time. And we're going to go haste last. And then when we go down, oh, we met Boris again. Well, that's really unfair. So we met Boris for a second time. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's, maybe I should, I don't know. It might be better to walk down to the hallway here and then do it. Otherwise, I guess we can just do it right in the middle. Hell, we'll do it live. Let's do it right in the middle. So we're going to do a Heavenly Storm. Okay, and we really don't want to get pinned in like this because we want to keep doing martial attacks. Whereas if we're totally surrounded, we can't do any. At the moment, we've got 27 extra slaying. 24, it was 28 briefly. Note that the haste allows us to do even more martial attacks even more quickly. So it's going to allow us to really build up the storm count. Yeah, we're hovering around the 20s. That's pretty absurd. And when you consider that we're also doing AoE cleaving with the pain brand on a lot of enemies that are susceptible to it. Oh, we got slowed down. Oh, no mind, it's just our haste. Okay, it's all good. This is pretty bonkers. Okay, our storm's running out. Don't run out. Oh, right, yeah, it gives us seat invis. Okay, good. Storm is running out. Give us more enemies. It's making lots of noise, so it's hopefully dragging enemies in, but it's going to run out. Okay. Well, I'm going to say that we probably just fought most of the floor because enemies stopped coming. That's pretty insane. I think I really enjoy doing Vaults 5 with Wu. Oh, here we got a new pack. Okay, I'm going to run around the other side. I mean, we could always do another one. Probably don't need to. It's a bit of overkill. We didn't even do a Serpent's Lash during that storm. For our final level, let's do Dex again. We're still focusing on trying to do as much stealth as possible. Plus, it also lets us evade better. Yaktor Captain pulled out a Staff of Power. Lol. Okay. I don't know if that was wise. I was trying to kill the Convoker before it pulled more enemies in from around the level. But actually, it might have been better to have enemies come in from around the level. Seeing that we're in the middle and we've sort of killed all of the welcoming committee. Oh well, too late now. I still prefer to walk around the outside. Is that the Autumn Katana? It is. Okay, well that's a really nice... That's a long blade, right? Yeah, it is. Well, that's a cool weapon. Not quite the Captain's Cutlass though. So I'm going to have to say that this would be very law-breaking. To be a pirate, to be opposed to everything that's ninja, and then to use a katana would be not hypocritical, but it'd certainly raise an eyebrow. I was going to say or two, but if you got a patch on because you're a real pilot, you maybe don't even have a second eyebrow. Alright, anyway. We're not going to use the Autumn Katana. Good weapon though, really nice weapon. Gives you clarity. It's a katana, so as long as you don't hate ninjas, katanas are actually really cool. And yeah, it also is a long blade, and I'm trying to show you that it's not really a thing that short blade damage is too low, that you can't win the game with a whatever those things are called, rapier. So we're doing around the outside. It's still safer. I mean, even once you've killed the welcoming party in Vaults 5, you still can get really nasty fights if you're not careful. Oh, okay. I didn't respect that at all. We just got malmutated. Fortunately, we lost 2 decks, so it's not a big deal. But that's the 2 decks that we really didn't have to lose, except I wasn't paying proper attention. It's so satisfying. Looks like we're pretty much done. I could be wall jumping here. Apparently I can't. I need to have 3 tiles to be able to wall jump. Okay, never mind. Alright, so we've done around all of the outside now. Now if you're being really strict about being safe, you approach each quadrant from the corner. But I think at this point we could probably just auto-explore. Don't like seeing the Titan when we don't have RLF. We're going to switch rings. Okay. Alright, we got stuck trying to confusing touch the Titan. They have really high hit dice, so that wasn't going too well. Probably would have been better to just actually kill him with doing quick blades of pain attacks. And we could have done a serpent's lash in there as well. So that was, I'd say that was a mistake. That's our actual rune? Yeah, not a fake, so that's our third rune. A shop of stuff that we don't really need. We have a lot of digging with 25. I mean, we have a lot of gold. 2,000. That's not a huge amount. There could be shops on here that have other really good artifact items that cost 2,000 gold. Maybe there's a shop here with the boots of the assassin. And then if I spent all my gold on superfluous digging ones, how would I feel? Pretty bad. Here's a scroll of acquirements. So we're going to acquire armor and then we're going to get boots of the assassin. Oh, it was a rat skin cloak. Damn it. Well, oh, we picked up... I don't really want a buckler of resistance. It's too small. If that had been a shield of resistance, on the other hand. So the rat skin cloak, it's like our poison resistance, but it's giving us more dex. It's giving us some extra RN, and it's giving us the ability to make rats. I'm going to go for it. Okay, so we don't have evocations, so we're not going to make very strong rats. In fact, we're just going to fail the ability over and over again. So we get 50% chance to make rats. That's pretty OP. I wonder if you can... I wonder if these count like snakes for the purpose of immolation scrolls. Let's find out. They do! So you can... you can rat skin cloak bomb stuff. Yeah, okay, we're definitely sticking with the rat skin cloak then. Alright, who needs sticks to snakes when you can make rats? We're going to test the scarf. Okay, the spirit shield. We've already got that on our hat. That's really funny. Plate armor is too heavy. I'm just going to drop it. Same with the phantom mirror. That's a bunch of gold for when we're ready to buy the boots of the assassin that we're about to get in the shop here. Any second now. There's going to be a shop. Just wait. It's a +0 ring mail that's slightly bent. It's got RF minus on it. Oh god, so much gold. I have to hit auto explore every time. Oh, the hat of the alchemist. The hat of the bear spirit is so good. We don't need as much MR now, but even just having 35 extra hit points is really strong too. But with this, we could get RLEC at all times. We could have extra RF. We could have R mute. Let's have a look. If we had this on, we'd still have 3 pips of MR. We're losing AC, so we're going from 19 to 21. Oh, sorry, to 23. So the difference is we're going to have RLEC at all times. We're going to have some extra RF. We're going to have R mute. But we're going to have 4 less AC and 35 fewer hit points. I think the hat of the best spirit wins. 4 AC and 35 hit points I think is better than having extra RF and R mutation. And I mean, we've got 6 potions of mute. Are there even more we could buy? 7 that we can use, so I don't know. Unless we start meeting millions of orbs of fire and we're getting irreparably mutated with no more potions, I think we can not worry about our mute. And we've got RLEC on a ring anyway, which we're wearing when we don't need to. So it's 44 hit points. Yeah, this is way better. Alright, well, that's our third rune done. Unfortunately, we didn't get Captain's Cutlass or Boots of the Assassin. We did get Rat Skin Cloak though, and it does work with immolation scrolls, which is fun. I wonder if that's better than sticks to snakes. It probably is, because our transmutation skill isn't very high. We're just getting sort of crappy low level snakes. I don't know. I mean, why not both, right? Okay, anyway, it's time to go to Zot. I don't want to go do slime just to find more loot. Let's finish this game. To Zot. Quick check of our shopping list. Potions of cancellation might be very valuable actually. I'm gonna go pick that up. So I haven't seen the new killer clowns yet. But they potentially polymorph you. In which case you really want to have cancellation potions to get out of it. And I guess we'll pick up more immolation while we're here. I think it would also be good to have a way to get more RF if we need it. Say we meet an early orb of fire. There's a ring, an uncursed ring of protection from fire we can buy in Elf. I'm gonna go get that one. There were a bunch of things that you could wield. But I want to be able to fight an early orb of fire if we need to. Where are these elves coming from? I remember when we were blinking around trying to find extra elves to fight when we had Serpent's Lash here in Elf 3, and now when we come back later, they're all still here. Okay, and we have 0 magic mapping. That's not right. We must have dropped those somewhere. I dropped 4 magic mapping scrolls in vaults. Let's go get those back. I'm confident that we're going to find another magic mapping scroll before we get to Zot 5. So I'm just going to read magic mapping scrolls. And we could very easily just dive Zot. The fact that we have a whole bunch of stealth would make that more viable. But do I want to? That's the question, right? Okay, I've got to respect the Storm Dragons when we don't have any RLEC. Or I could not, or I could just put RLEC on. That's so much smarter. Yeah, I think my preference is probably to fully clear. I don't know. Is that my preference? It is really dangerous to be fighting multiple black draconians without RLEC. Because we've got 2 of our downstairs right here. What are we training? Fighting and dodging and stealth. You really don't need more of those. Okay, I think we're going to dive this. We've got 2 of our downstairs right here. And another downstairs right there. Okay, I really want to go get all these draconians. Okay, mistakes were made. I'm going to throw out a clouds here. This seems like a good time. Okay, I don't know that I want to do this anymore. There's a lot of Moss of Wrath. A good tool that we have against any draconians is that we have 3 potions of invisibility that we could always quaff. Now I could just not magic mapping this floor, seeing that the stair is down here, we can... Oh, that's not application, that's a hound. Where's my application spell? It's on V. Okay. Well, we got a doggo friend for a second here. But we're going to keep diving. And now we're going to magic map. Let's see. I don't know, the diving's been going pretty well. I feel like maybe we just keep doing it. And we've got pass wall, so we could actually... out of range. Oh, that's the edge of the map there. I'm trying to set up a one-tile gap that we can pass wall through, but it doesn't look like we can. Anyone that I do is going to break through. We can pop out here. Okay, I mean that works. Alright, we're just going to dive Zot. Another one over there. That was my bad. I'm going to try for a confusing touch against a gold dragon. Okay, it worked eventually. They got a high hit dice, so that's probably not the smartest idea. But again, I tried to sneak up on it when we could have easily serpent slashed in and just killed it. Alright, well we made it to Zot 5. Just by diving. Oh, this is funky. Let me see, where are the other downstairs on this floor? This could be a decent... Okay, let me learn my lesson. I can serpent slash in and get this gold dragon before he has a chance to get woken up and berserked by the Moth of Wrath. Oh boy. I'm basically not breathing right now. Okay, everything's awake. Abort. 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 I could fight my way down here, or explore my way down here and see this other downstairs. It's probably not a horrible idea. It's not really that far to get to. Nice. And we've got lots of stealth, so we're hopefully just not going to wake stuff up as we do it. Right, and I'm really afraid of Zot now. I haven't seen any of the new killer clowns, so I don't know how bonkers they are in practice. I hope that you can block their pies that they throw. So they're pies that hit you now. What am I doing? I'm trying to look up killer clown. Throw clown pie. Alright, so it can give you a number of debilitating temporary effects. These include vertigo, which makes you miss, I believe. Silence, fire vulnerability, stat drain. Oh, minus potion is nasty. And can polymorph you. Okay, so I think I remember reading that, yeah, you can't get any of the stationary polymorphs, which is good. Because imagine getting tree formed next to, I don't know, a whole bunch of orbs of fire, and you're made of wood. Not a good time. So it's only forms that you can still move in, but still, being an insubstantial wisp where you're gonna blink around randomly, or a bat or a hog where you've got no AC whatsoever, very dangerous. So I haven't seen them yet. I hope you can block them. It's probably a good reason to cheese deflect missiles here. If we take our armor off on a non-explored floor, this is quite dangerous. I'm doing it anyway. It's a 100% chance to fail, but if we now quaff a brilliance, which we have 10 of, we have 41% chance, so we can cast it. Let's go again. Got it, okay. Alright, the devs don't want you to know that, but even though they removed repel missiles, you can still do it, even with no air magic training. So yeah, I mean at this point in the game, what else are we going to use our brilliance potions for? We could have put the rune and run. That's often called ninjaing the orb. but in our case we'd be pirating it. So that's one thing, but then we still have a lot of brilliance potions that we can use. I wonder if I should just run in. I feel like no. Yeah. Okay. What is also really scary about Zot, Zot 5, and I don't think I've seen this yet, I don't remember playing it with you as viewers anyway, is that because monsters no longer set off traps when they're not in line of sight of you, the monsters aren't going to wander around, hit the teleport traps, and get thrown outside. So I feel like that's partially my fault. Because the devs didn't want you to do what I was doing routinely, which was to continually forget and remember the floor and just keep running around outside, making lots of noise so that monsters would hit the teleport traps and get thrown out. So yeah, you're going to have everything inside the orbs now. You can't thin them out just by doing my strats. So I don't think I'm going to run in. I'm going to explore all of the outside. Let me see where this would lead. It has to be this stair. I think we're just going to ignore this one. The other thing that's really scary is now if any monster hits an alarm trap, it will hit you. Oh, we lost our deflecting missiles already. And the other scary thing is that because of the exploration trap, you have a much, I don't know if it's a much higher chance, but I feel like you've probably got a higher chance of hitting teleport traps to get thrown into the lungs now. We want to get away from this Moth of Wrath. I do not want him berserking a gold dragon. In fact, I'm going to cause fear it. I think I got it. Yeah, it's still running away. Oh yeah, see, we got marked. So, yep, that's the other thing that's going to happen as well from the exploration trap effects. I'm trying to figure out if that's what happened there. I just said I set off the alarm, so I think that probably means that was the exploration one. Oh, it has to be, because if there was an actual alarm trap on the floor, I would see it. Oh, wow, I should not have walked up to this floor because this was unexplored, and I walked up while marked, so I just would have woken up a bunch of stuff. Whoops, that's my bad. Okay, oh well. Yeah, well, I mean, these alarm traps, that is one way to get these monsters out. They're not going to hit the teleport traps like they used to. Why are we seeing invis? Because I'm wearing the old RLX ring. Okay, let me take that off. Oh, while I was fighting an invis enemy. That's not clever. Ultra, what are you doing? You're an idiot. But yeah, if you get alarm trapped like that, you're going to attract all the enemies out. So that works, I guess. I'm seeing multiple storm dragons, so I'm going to put RLX back on. And there are some sick, nasty strats that I've seen for doing Zot 5 now, which I don't think this character needs to do them, but at some point in the future, I'll show you some of those. This guy keeps dispelling me. Too much dispel. Okay, and so we got to be ready with extra RF in case we get teleported into the lungs and there are a bunch of orbs of fire. So we only have one normally. We can get a second by putting on this ring of protection from fire. And we have 4 potions of resistance that we can quaff. That's a lot of draconians. None of these draconians and the Death Cob can see invis, and we've got 3 of those, so I'm just going to quaff one right now. It seems like a good time. Yeah, okay, cool. The invis lunge stab. Thing of beauty. I don't know why I went Confusing Touch against the Orb Guardian, but it worked. Oh yeah, the traps have been changed, so I think there's a smaller chance now of having both your entrances blocked by Zot traps and teleport traps, which is nice. I think there have been, I don't know, I'm not sure about the other trap changes in here, but they were changed a bit. I'm going to grab these nets though, so we got 15 again. Yeah, but I don't remember if I just said this or not, but if you have any minus teleport trap or minus tele items in your game, well, jewelry really, or weapons, I feel like you might consider doing Zot 5 with them now. Because of how dangerous the exploration tele traps are in here. Okay, so no trap on this side. Those enemies didn't even notice us. I'm trying to get the Ancient Lich to run at me on his own. Well, you know what we could do? How about we make a bunch of rats? So I found out that I can use rats as immolation bombs. Oh, I accidentally went berserk. What do I have berserk on? That's oh, on the Hat of the Bear Spirit. Okay, I don't ever want to accidentally go berserk again. So I'm going to do equals A. I'm going to change G to be Shift G. So I'm never going to accidentally do what I just did there. Because doing rats is on H and G is right next to it. So that, yeah. Don't want to accidentally berserk. Very, very bad idea. Okay, well, let's try that again. I can change bats to equals A, oh, sorry, the rats from H to say S. So if I want to do snakes, it's ZS, and if I want to do rats, it's AS. Keep failing. 50%, and I failed it 6 in a row. 7. 8th time lucky. Oh, that's a curse too. Okay. I was hoping to do a big immolation bomb against the Lich, but all this other stuff has turned up. Instead, I'm just gonna run. I don't want to be fighting anything at the same time as a curse too. You know what? I've got a nice little hallway here, so I can fight these guys one at a time. And I'm gonna remember to use the regen spell. There you go. Yeah, the Ancient Lich hasn't come out, but he saw us, so maybe he has wandered around. I'm gonna go Shift X Control F. I'm just gonna see if he's out here. Yeah, you're gonna get way fewer enemies wandering around out here now. That they're not hitting the random teleport traps. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I want Aralak against this guy. Well, he doesn't care about the Electro Rapier or the Pain brand. But the Electro Rapier is probably better because it's a better base damage. Hey, it doesn't matter. I can just Confusing Touch him. OS Frog. Alright, here comes a Gold Dragon. I'm not really worried about the Gold Dragon because Pain Brand will shred it. It's only really if there are Moss of Wrath around that's really going to frighten me. Oh yeah, that's one of the trap changes, that there are way more dispersal traps in here now. I've seen some screenshots of really bonkers amounts of dispersal traps. I'm gonna yell. Now I don't want to jinx this, but we haven't seen any Orbs of Fire yet. So that's probably a good sign. Let's pull out, you didn't see us, pulling out the Elect Rapier against the Ancient Lich. Again, higher base damage. Let's get up our Elect Ring for extra slaying and extra hit points. Okay, can hit teleport traps when he's in line of sight of us. We're gonna yell, nothing coming. Let's walk into these net traps. I'm tempted to random, it's stupid, but if I random blinked out of this net, it wouldn't break. But the thing is, we have so many nets already, and my random blink could land me on any of these traps, especially if we hit the permanent teleport trap. That could be extremely deadly. So we're just gonna break out of the net. Alright, we gained that one. We've got 16 now. Alright, here's the Killer Clown. They also have enchanted clubs now, so he's got a +10 club of venom. Oh yeah, we don't have deflect missiles up. Hang on. Let me go do my deflect missiles shenanigans. It's probably just best just to stand on the upstairs, seeing that the floor above isn't. Maybe it can randomly teleport you, I'm not sure. So I'm going to go up one floor. We're going to quaff our brilliance. I'm going to do deflect missiles. Got it. Okay, so the pies are projectiles, so I'm imagining we can both deflect and block them. Oh, I didn't notice the cursed toe quickly enough. Yeah, keep coming. These guys, they have our Elect, I think. They're resistant to Elect, yeah. Okay, what I can do is get in a kill hole here, and I'm thinking I might quaff a lignification potion, which is going to make me torment resistant. Torment immune, so now I can just fight it. Our transformation's almost over. Okay, we're too stealthy, it didn't actually chase us. Damn it. Come here. Okay, let's go again. Okay, so without it being able to torment you, much less scary. And I'm just hitting it with my Rapier of Elect, even though it's resistant to Elect. Yeah, and if you go down anytime now, good. There we go. So, okay, we do have a lot of slaying, but still, just take my word for it. This could be a +3, could have +3 extra enchantment on it, could be +9. So, I mean, it's not really as much slaying as it looks, but trust me, you can kill these top 5 enemies just with a rapier, just fine. You don't have to do the long blade transition if you don't want to. Alright, and here's our first Orb of Fire. So, I think we're going to lose some of our slaying right now to get extra RF. I'm going to yell it to me. It hasn't seen me, so maybe we could get a stab on it. No, okay, never mind. Now let's buff up. So I want to do a haste. I want to do a might. We feel less energetic, which sucks because that's losing us HP. So we're might and hasted, and now we can just hit it with a Rapier of Elect. And we should have enough damage. Look, we're just killing it. I really don't want to find out about the new Killer Clowns right as we're fighting an Orb of Fire though. We feel robust, that's handy. Yeah, but look at this, just with haste and might, we're fighting an Orb of Fire. And this isn't using any of our abilities, so I haven't used the Serpent Slash. We could even Heavenly Storm one guy and get a whole bunch of extra slaying if we wanted, but we didn't need to do any of that. Okay, so we've got scrolls take us longer to read. We have less magical capacity, but we're robust. I feel like that about evens itself out. These guys are not resistant to anything, so they even just die to quick blade of pain. We're might and fast, so with a quick blade of pain, we should kill him pretty quickly. Trying to look at the message log. I didn't see him throw any. He didn't throw any pies. Okay, so I don't know if we can block them yet. Alright, so first Orb of Fire down with a haste and a might. We probably didn't even need the haste if I had used a Serpent Slash. Alright, let's keep going. But yeah, just to show you. Oh, he threw a pie. He missed us. But yeah, what am I trying to teach you? Rapiers are fine, I promise you. It's like, it's not as good as, but it's like when people say that a Vestibular is not strong enough to win the game with. You're just wrong. You can just kill Orbs of Fire with Vestibular, I promise you. Okay, I'm worried about this Ancient Lich. I'm just going to kill the Killer Clown first, so I'm going to switch to my Seer Invis Ring. Oh, I should have taken that off already because of the Ring of Protection from Fire is only useful against the orbs. So we're going to switch to our Rapier. Oh, we deflected the Force Lance. There you go. So the cheesy deflector missile is paying dividends there. But now we're going to Throwing Net the Ancient Lich. And then we're just going to stab him with our Rapier. Nice. See, feels good, man. No might, no haste needed. Just good old-fashioned throwing nets and a good old-fashioned short blade. I'm getting kind of scared though. I don't know. I want to check behind me. Well, there's an electric golem. That's a good reason to check behind us. But I'm just so used to playing with the teleport traps where enemies turn up behind you that I don't trust this. So I'm going to go Shift X Control F and I'm going to run around. Yeah, there's nothing there as I expected, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like that should be correct. Okay. First chamber's empty. Here's another Killer Clown. I know some layouts of Zot have more Killer Clowns than others. I also love all the alum traps that are just around here as he blinks on one. Okay, so we're marked, so we're in a horrible position to be marked. There you go, we blocked the pie. Shields totally OP, confirmed. Let's try to get back to our, yeah, there's another Orb of Fire. Okay. So I want to get back to our little kill hole. Being marked on Zot 5 is never fun. Especially if you have a lot of Orbs of Fire. You know what we could do? We could just haste Might and do a Heavenly Storm. And try to fight. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? I don't know. I don't think that's crazy. So I'm going to go Protection from Fire. I'm going to buff up. So we're going to go Haste and Might again. And then I'm going to Heavenly Storm. I mean, we don't care about noise because we're already marked. Oh, and I'm using the Quick Blade. That's not right. I want the Rapier. Yeah, look how easily we took that Orb of Fire down. Okay, so we just got to watch. As long as we don't have... what are those things called? A Moth of Wrath turning up. A Cursed Toe just came into vision. Okay, well I don't like that so much. We do happen to have 22 Slaying. So I think if we used a Serpent Slash right now, with 22 Slaying, I think there's a good chance that we could just take down the Cursed Toe. So I'm going to give it a go. And if not, we can just run. And with Heavenly Storm, at least we have Fog. It's going to stop. Oh yeah, we just killed it in one. Oh wow. That was amazing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we only needed one of the Serpent Slash, so we get a second one. Here's another Orb of Fire. We're still mighted and fast with 27 extra Slaying. We feel less energetic, but it's alright. We're just killing Orbs of Fire with ease. More clowns and stuff. we deflected that pie and then lost our deflector missiles. Our stealth is up to 25. I feel like at this point we don't need more stealth. We've been alarmed on Zot 5. We're definitely not sneaking up on anything else here. And our storm is running out. Oh yeah, regeneration spell. That's another good thing to use. Alright, so that was pretty cool. I don't know. I really like Wu Jian. The more I play with him, the more that I like it. Like, you get alarm trapped on Zot 5, and then you just decide to fight everything. That's pretty sick. I mean, we used a single lunge to take down a cursed toe. Look, we're gonna get marked again. Great. Well, whatever. Okay, we've got new orbs of fire coming. I don't want him to run this whole distance shooting us, so I'm gonna read a scroll of fog. Oh, we have blurry vision. Yeah, it's still probably worth it. And then we're gonna buff up again, or are we? We've only got 2 might. Yeah, it's probably worth it. So we're gonna haste again. Do we have our extra fire on? We do. So I think we can probably just fight him. Let's quaff an agi too, seeing that we're right near the end. An ancient lich. When he stands adjacent to us like this, I'm gonna first net him, and then I'm going to use our serpent slash. So we get to stab the ancient lich while also getting attacked from the orb of fire. Oh yeah, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Regen spell, it's good. Let's net him again. Yeah, we just kill him in one. It's pretty sick. So I could have grabbed the orb there and then just run, but considering that we're marked, I feel like there's really not much point. The whole floor is going to be running at us anyway, so we may as well just fully clear. It looks like we more or less finished everything off anyway. Okay, well, let's step on this other alarm trap. That's a really annoying dispersal trap because it can land you on the permatellis. But let's claim all these nets. Oh, I can randomly blink now, seeing that we've cleared it. I wonder if these net traps got changed, because I feel like in the past, by the time you're in Zot 5 and you're stepping on net traps, you always just take the net. You don't set it off. You don't get trapped. Anyway, Shift X Control F. Let's just have one last check around. Make sure there's nothing out here. Okay, there's not. Alright, so in that case, we're ready to go orb running. So the way I like to do it, now we're fully cleared. I read it teleport, I wait 8 turns, then I pick the orb up, and hopefully we then just get teleported out near our stairs, and then we just run for dear life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab it. That was not the good one I was hoping for. We are near another teleport trap. Oh, I just remembered, we've got blurry vision. That's probably not one that I wanted while we were doing the orb run. Well, let's mess around with that later. We're still trying to get out of Zot 5. But what I want to do here is I'm going to run for this teleport trap, but before we do that, we're going to read another teleport scroll, because it's sort of a lesser known trick. I don't think the devs want to hide this one from you, but it's still lesser known. If you're teleporting and you read another teleport scroll, it cancels it. So we'll read that. We'll then jump on this one. Okay, and we happen to get out, so we can now read another one and cancel it. But if it had been bad, and we say ended up back in the chamber, because of the head start we got on reading the scroll, it means our next teleport would be sooner. And now we're just going to GD0. We have Passport, which is a really, really handy tool on your orb run. We also, Serpent Slash is a really handy tool in your orb run as well, because you can use it, it's instant, so you can use it to get a break, next to the stairs and escape. So say even if we're being chased by an extremely fast Panlord, as long as we got 2 tiles away from the stairs, we could then just serpent slash to it and then go up, and it wouldn't be able to follow. I wonder if we should. We definitely shouldn't have the protection from firing on, but I wonder if it's better to have probably the MP plus 9 ring. I was thinking maybe RLEC in case we meet, say, a lightning bolt Panlord, but I don't know. Having 9 extra hit points is probably pretty good. And then I wonder if we should quaff mutation potions to try to get rid of scrolls taking longer to read. I feel like it. Having robust is nice, but minus 20% magic points is also like being frail, so I don't know. Let's give it a go. Well, our magic capacity is still very low, but we no longer take longer to read scrolls. I feel like this is probably okay. Our spells are harder to cast, but more powerful. Gives us a 5% chance to fail pass wall. It's probably acceptable. We're gonna go up GD0. A Hellion. That's fine. He'll go down pretty quickly. Yep, see, we're going up the hatch. That's why we checked it. That's why we pre-checked it earlier. I like how we can just kill enemies while we're orb running. Just thanks to Whirlwind Pin. Oh yeah, Whirlwind Pin is another way to make sure that you don't go up with Panlords. Here's a Brimstone Fiend. Rather than fight him, I'm just going to go back downstairs. I'm going to pick a new one. Okay, we're maybe going to get punished for it. This Panlord is very fast. Okay, we've got a while to go to get over there. Oh, relatively new change. You can exit panelists to find out what spells they have. This guy doesn't have any. He's got Chaotic Touch, so he could potentially paralyze us. Okay, that's worth noting. Is he flying? He's not flying. He can't chase me over this deep water. He's definitely not flying, right? Yeah, okay. It's not like every Panlord definitely flies, so he is not flying. So we could just run for this deep water. He couldn't chase us, and then we can just wrap back around to this stair. I could haste. I could also try random blink, but I know he has no spells, so I'm just gonna run for it. As long as, yeah, he didn't paralyze us on the first attack or two. Somewhere where home scot-free. We feel a little pissed off. We have Berserk-itis. That's really, really dangerous to have when you are riposting due to our Fencer's Gloves. Riposte, if you have Berserk-itis, can trigger it. So we're going to try to quaff mutation to get rid of that. We still have it. Let's go again. We still have it. We still have it. These are why, well, this is why the new mutation system really sucks. Alright, we finally got rid of it. So we have clarity, so we're definitely not susceptible to Berserk-itis right now. We've got C and Viz, some extra AC, and some horns on our head. But yeah, that was potentially rage-inducing if we had actually run out of mutation potions there after using 5 or something and not getting rid of it. The Profane Servitor. I think we can just Confusing Touch him. Cool. Yep, so we did ultimately avoid the Brimstone Fiend. It's Sissimul who immediately nails us. Trying to figure out what the best pass wall here is to just get away from it. I could just walk this way like this and then pass wall. No, see, pass wall around there isn't so great because it just steps back around the corner. We maybe go the other way, like this, and then head for this stair. Using regen all the time, of course. Let's chill on this stair with regen to get all our stuff back. Shadow Demon. Shadow Demons in the dungeon when you're orb running are actually quite funny because they make enemies that are relative to the floor you're on. So you meet one on D2 and then it summons some bats and, you know, a gecko. New Panlord. He is a bit scarier. So he is fast, but he has haste. Summon Demon. It's not that scary. How close are we from the stairs though? Significantly far. It's quite a ways back. Alright, it's alright. We've got 6 potions of haste. I'm just gonna quaff one and then just run. He doesn't have any of the really scary spells like Firestorm or Glaciate. Oh, we're on D1 already. Cool. Let's possible in. Looks like we're escaping. Woo! In fact, that's an appropriate celebration considering we're worshipping Wu. Alright, there we go. A little bit bittersweet considering that this run broke our win streak. And I feel like it was in a way that I couldn't have done a lot to avoid it. Watching back the D1 to begin this, I think there were a few minor mistakes that I just moved in maybe not the perfect way. Probably not enough to make a difference, but still, I don't know. Maybe there was a chance I could have survived it. Anyway, we did get here. I did have a lot of fun with this. I do really enjoy playing Wu. Our game kind of evolved quite a lot. We started off doing the summon, lunging, stabbing thing. And then it turned out that we just became strong enough with lunges and with sneaking up on stuff with stealth. And then a quick dagger of pain that we didn't really need the summons anymore. So I just went with actually just killing stuff. But still, felt more like, I don't know, kind of unique stabber. We didn't use any spell hexes or like targeted ones beyond Confusing Touch, which by the way is absolutely busted. That is up there for the strongest spell in the game now. I recommend you use that as much as you can before it gets removed, because or at least gets nerfed. I can't see it lasting too long in this state. It's pretty nutso, especially on a dagger or a quick blade, because they swing so fast and then you just confuse stuff. Anyway, kind of rambling now. Sorry again for the massive break in the middle, but life does its thing. And then we should be doing a little bit more of Ziggy before we start the next run. Actually, hit me up now with some ideas, because in about a week we're going to be heading into the next tournament. I'll talk about that in length a little bit in a little bit, but the TLDR is that I'm probably over trying to play 10 hours a day to win the tournament. So let me know what you think I should do during it. Should I just ignore it? Should I don't know. You tell me. What ideas do you have? Yeah, that's it for now.